Hey guys, welcome to this video on how to rank your business on Google in multiple cities. Okay, this is a huge topic for service area businesses. Any business that goes out and does service on somebody's home or somebody's business, any of that kind of work. The SEO game is different than it is for like a retail location or a restaurant or something like that. Okay. And so what I want to do is explain to you guys how it really works. And some people aren't going to love the explanation that I give on exactly how to do this, but I'd rather give you guys the truth than be like everybody else and just kind of like fill you full of lies and just give you a false hope. I really want to show you guys what it takes, because it does take time and it does take money if you really want to dominate your metro area, if you really want to get jobs from all kinds of different cities using Google, using the internet. Okay, and I'm going to keep this fairly short, fairly simple. I made a slideshow, as you can see here. And real quick before we get started, my name is Joe Burnich. I own the company BigWestMarketing.com. We got a team of 7 people. We've been doing this since 2009. We've been doing this over 10 years. So believe me, guys, I've tried it all. I've tried all of the techniques out there. I'm constantly testing. We've worked with over 1,100 clients in the last 10 years. So I've had plenty of data to see what really works and what doesn't. Okay, so let's get started with this. Real quick, before we get started, I'm going to talk to you about what doesn't work so you don't waste a bunch of time and money. There's people that are going to tell you whatever you want to hear to get your credit card and get you to spend money with them, and then 6 months, a year later, you realize that they were full of it, okay? And that you've been kind of duped, that you've been ripped off. I don't want that to happen to you. I want to give it to you straight. So let's talk about 3 things that I see happen a lot. And what that is people will use fake addresses, okay? That does not work anymore, okay? And if it does work, it's very short-lived, because all your competitor needs to do is, once they see what you're doing, is do suggest and edit, and Google will take you down. You can even get your account suspended. Sometimes it takes 6 months or a year or even longer to get back into Google's good graces if you play these dirty games and try to trick Google. Google is getting way too smart for those games, guys. In the past, yes, it did work in the past, and in some instances it's still working, but like I said, for those guys where it is working, they will get shut down. We even know how to shut people down. If you have competitors that are playing games and doing some shady tactics, we can help you get them shut down if that's an issue. Another thing is mailboxes. We're talking P.O. boxes, UPS boxes, mailbox, etc. Any of these little like fake address, mailboxy type things. It's in Google's guidelines not to do that. I've seen people get shut down, get their sites suspended, and like I said, it's a nightmare to get out of that situation. Okay, so if you're in this for the long game, then this is for you. If you're in it to make a few quick bucks and move on, then this is not for you. Go work with some of those shady SEO companies, shady marketing companies. Another thing is multi-homes. So a lot of people will be like, well, I can use my home address, I can use my cousin's home address, my employee's address over here, and I can start getting up in different cities, and I'm going to tell you exactly why that does not work anymore. So let's move on. Let's move on to what does work. Okay, so what does work is there's 2 things. There's 2 ways you can do this. Number 1, you can have complete separate businesses. Okay, so like I said, this stuff can be kind of time-consuming, tedious, and it can be tough to make this work. But if you're one of those guys that's willing to put in the time and the effort and the patience, you can make this work. So separate businesses, what that means, like I said before, you shouldn't be using multiple residential addresses. But if you do have separate businesses, and I'm talking different business name, different business address, different business phone number, and different business websites with completely different logos, completely different branding. You can have everything forward to the same phone number, that's fine. But you want to have, you don't want anybody to look at different businesses and realize that it's you, okay? A human being. If a human being can do it, Google can do it, okay? And if they find out that you're trying to play games with multiple addresses, fake addresses, all that kind of stuff, then eventually, like I said, you're going to get shut down. So you got to make it completely separate if you want to use that technique, the separate businesses technique. The second one that we're really pushing and helping our clients do currently is what I'm going to call the Domination Formula. And there's 4 steps to this. Number 1, you got to get a solid SEO foundation. You got to get your Google Maps stuff and your website and your link building and all your directories and citations and all that stuff needs to be handled, and that needs to be first before you decide to do the multi stuff. So if you're at that point and you're ranking high in your little map section in your physical city where you're located, then you've already got that step taken care of. Okay? If you don't, then you need to handle that first. Second, you need to rank on the first page organically. So below the map section, that's the organic rankings. You need to be showing up on the first page. And the reason you need to be showing up on the first page before you go for the multi-city stuff is because you got to prove to Google that you're the real deal. And if you're showing up on the first page organically, then that proves that you are. Okay? So we don't do any multi-city stuff for people unless they're already showing up on the first page organically. Okay? Third thing you do is you create what are called city-specific landing pages. So landing pages on your website that are targeted to just one specific city. Now you got to be very careful with this because you got to have all unique content, okay? And you have to have pictures of you actually doing work in that city, okay? Of you or your employees in that city. Because Google can actually pinpoint, if you have your locations turned on your smartphone when you take these pictures, Google can pinpoint the latitude and longitude of that city, and when you put that picture on your website, Google can see it. Okay, so it's not as simple as just throwing a bunch of pages up there. And like I said, if you do this landing page thing before you have your solid foundation, before you're ranking number first in organic, you're looking for trouble. Okay, you're looking to never rank. You're looking to get a penalty from Google. Google's going to look at you as a spammer, not as the real deal. Okay, so if you're going to do these landing page things, you got to do it a specific way, and you got to do it after the foundation is built. Okay, and then the fourth thing is, and this is where I was talking about how it gets kind of expensive, is you got to run Google Ads to those specific landing pages. Okay, and so it ends up looking like this. Here's a visual representation of what I'm talking about. You got your Google Maps listing or your SEO in your specific city where you have your physical address. Okay, so you got the map stuff taken care of, and that's in the middle here. Now you start throwing out landing pages, ranking up in the organic section on Google, and then you start running Google Ads to those because you're showing Google that people will go to those pages and you're getting traffic to those pages, which helps them rank. Well, number one, it helps you get calls coming in because you've got ads going out to those cities, you know, Google Ads, pay-per-click ads, and then you also have traffic coming to those landing pages, which shows Google that people are actually visiting the website and they're clicking around and they're interacting with those pages, which helps with the SEO side of it, the organic ranking side. Okay, so that's the Domination Formula in a nutshell. I'm sure you guys have lots of questions, and there's all kinds of situations depending on your city, your business, your different kinds of services, all that kind of stuff. But if you have a service-based business, this is how it works. This is how it works these days, guys. And like I said, a lot of people don't like to hear what I have to say. A lot of people get excited about what I have to say because they realize, oh, there is a way to do this. It's just going to take time and money. But once you do it, you know, if you really want to be a plater, if you really want to dominate your area and you really want to get jobs coming in from all over the place, this is how you do it. Okay? And so like I said, my name is Joe Burnich, and you're probably going to have some questions and you'd like to talk about this further. We do offer a free 30-minute consultation. Our guy Jake will give you a call, or you can schedule a call with them on our website, or you can send me an email, joe@bigwestmarketing.com, or call our office during business hours. I also have my YouTube listed there because I have tons of free information. I have more information, more free advice on the internet for doing marketing than any other marketing company for service-based businesses. So check out my YouTube, subscribe to that, and I get new videos coming out every few weeks. Every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks is typically how often I have them coming out. But like I said, my name is Joe Burnich. I'm with BigWestMarketing.com. Check us out. Give us a call. Let's connect, and I will talk to you soon.